Hello, Elizabeth. I noticed that in the top left corner of the video, I had a drawing that didn't show up, so I drew it here on my computer, and I'm going to explain it to you. Um, this is the ancient order of the household, where you have the male head of the house, the wife, and the children, and the slaves. This is a wealthy household, obviously. Not everybody had slaves. But this is a kind of household that Paul addresses in, in my opinion, um, in in 1 Corinthians especially. But this is the kind of thing that, even though most of the church was poor, this the household structure, wives submit to your husbands, slaves submit to masters, children to parents, is the form of the wealthy household. So, my argument is that, or observation actually, as a historian, is that most women married, wealthy women actually, they married young, uh, about your age actually, a teenager, about 14 to 15 years old, and they would be marrying an older man, and the older man would die relatively soon, maybe 10 years later, and she would inherit his wealth. So the situation in Corinth, and the situation in many households, is that his children would be about the same age as his wife. If, as in many cases, it's not the first wife that he's had. So in 1 Corinthians, there was a mix-up with the son taking his father's wife, having an affair with his father's wife. It wasn't his mother, it was his stepmother, as often happened in the Roman household, when a man brings a young wife into his house and he has adolescent children that are the same age. So you can see how she would prefer to have a boyfriend her own age rather than her husband. But in any event, this is the image that I keep referring to, and I think that you can tell when I'm pointing to the man, the woman, his wife, and his children and slaves. So that is the image that you cannot see in the video. I'm sorry about that if it causes confusion. I had tested it several times before I made the video, and I think I moved my computer, or even worse, I think that it actually recorded differently than what I was viewing whenever I viewed my test runs. So anyway, let me know if you have questions.